Well, welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Automotive Drama. This is part 3 of the General Motors ridiculous engineering marvel of the Cadillac DTS North Star. What you have to do to change the oil pan gasket, which leaks on this thing like it was meant to leak, which I think it was. Alright, you can see I'm still alive, so my engine support is definitely holding up all the weight of the tranny and the engine. So let's get under here and take a little peek-see. Okay, as you notice, see anything missing? Yes, the whole entire subframe is missing. Completely gone. Now, I showed you in a previous video of what you had to do to take that out, and you can see I tied up the ABS motor, the mounts. We got new mounts, but they're shot, totally shot. Look at these things. That's common on this car. As you can see, I tied up the tranny, or the power steering hose, just because I didn't want to get hung up on the rack. That comes back over here to the back of the rack, at the top of the rack. It's the one on the right side. It's towards the top. That has to come off. The tranny line itself is right there. I'm leaving it on the transmission, and I'm just going to pull it off of the radiator and leave it tucked on the tranny so it's easy. And of course the other one has to come off. Ground wires. Once I get all that off and I get the harness off, then you can look up in there and you can't even see it, but there's a bell housing bolt. And you got to take that one off, and then there's one deep inside there that you can't see. And of course the axles have to come out. You got to finish taking off the air injection hose. This bracket has to come off right here, and then you can get to the dust shield behind it, which is actually, if you look, it's once you take this bracket off, the dust shield comes with it. So you can get to the torque converter bolts. And once you get the torque converter bolts out, of course this axle has to come out. And then you got to take that bracket off. I would suggest taking the whole thing off. It just makes it much easier to get out of your way to pull the tranny out. And as you can see, the rack is hanging. I tied it up, and there's a bracket up there. That is really fun to get to. You have to get it. It goes to the top, and you can't even see where it goes. But it goes all the way up to the top, and you have to loosen that bolt. And there's another bolt on top, I think, that I have to loosen. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Then once you get all that out, then you can take the transmission out, and wow, look at the oil pan. You would think it'd be easy to get to, except for this ridiculous exhaust design that goes over the top of the transmission. It's utterly retarded. They could have spun that the other way around and brought it over the top of the transmission and down around behind the car. But no, marvelous engineering by General Motors. So anyways, still alive. They ain't fell on me. Like always, likes are nice, scribes are better. Questions, comments, feel free. Ring the bell if you want to watch more episodes. And stay tuned, because I've got more episodes of this thing coming up. Alright, have a good night, folks.